I'm a proud native Washingtonian. I grew up in Northeast Washington, D.C., Capitol Hill. I love my city. I love the fact that I'm a firefighter in my city. Being able to serve the community I grew up in, family members, friends, it's very impactful for me. I'm more empathetic. I feel a deeper meaning behind it. I have been a DC firefighter for 18 years by way of Cadet Class 12. I am currently a technician at Engine Company number 4. The cadet program was a great opportunity for me immediately after high school. I was always an introvert growing up. However, the cadet program turned me into a leader amongst my peers, my friends, my family, and that turned me from a young adult to a grown man.
The cadet program, it's a very beneficial program for DC high school graduates to give them an opportunity to join the fire department straight out of high school or between the ages of 18 and 21. The cadet program did give me an opportunity, being an inner city youth and graduated from DC Public High School. I'm very appreciative of that because the cadet program definitely put me in a position to succeed and thrive.
Lieutenant Proctor and
because of all the number of people there.
Yeah, because we only had like 9 in the first class, so that must be classes 1 and 2. And I think that's what we gave our kids, was hope. Looking back at it now was very, very rewarding to see what they have become, because that was our vision for them, why we fought so hard for them. And I've spoken to a couple now that have retired, that were in the original classes. And when they see me, they thank me, and they always say, I don't know where I would have been if it hadn't been for that program.
It's good talking with you. Thank you.
The idea of the Fire Cadet program came from Marion Berry. Marion Berry commanded the DC Fire Department to start a cadet program. The department had no budget. They didn't even know what a fire cadet program was. The program wasn't received very well because the department knew nothing about it. That was a part of the struggle right there. It was something completely new, and we don't accept things rapidly that are new, but we did what needed to be done to see the program succeed.
One thing about the cadet program is that the members that did have that vision and other officials in the city that supported that vision, even though it took a while to get off the ground, they never stopped. Some of the instructors were paying the salary of the first cadets. They were so invested into the program and their vision was so passionate to them that they wanted to make sure it couldn't fail. The cadet program starts in the early 80s, so not very far removed from when the department was segregated. During the 1960s, a lot of firefighters moved out of the city. What the cadet program really did was give an avenue or a pipeline for young city residents to become a part of the DC Fire Department, rather than having to compete with hundreds or thousands of people. So it has continued to be a legacy of giving them that opportunity.
There's always been that stereotype or undercurrent that DC public school students are less than. And so we were lowering the standards, so we were going to get an inferior quality of a candidate because we were getting kids out of DC public school system, which we knew was false, still is false. We raised the standard.
I think the sense of community was almost immediate within the cadet program because we felt like we had to succeed because the focus was on us. So it was a lot of pressure on us, a lot of expectations of us to succeed and to do well. All of our instructors were actually former cadets, and they saw themselves in us. They would always say, make us proud. Whatever you do when you're going out in your community, that you represent the cadet program at all times.
We're a city that's always growing and changing, so we have to be adaptable. We have 2,200 of the best employees in the world. They're all different, and they all come from different walks of life, and that's really a strength because it allows us to understand the people we serve and what their needs are. The cadet program is really important to the department because it allows us another way to share who we are with the people in our community, to show people that there's this great opportunity out here, not only to have a great job, but more important than that, it is a way to serve your community in the community you grew up in and make a difference. I would like the cadet program to continue to grow in who it's recruiting. We are beginning to see more diverse groups of cadets because it reflects our city more. It has been our best pathway for women to come into the department, and I think that's important.
As a fire arson investigator, I actually love helping people. When they call 911, unfortunately, it's the worst day of their life. So when I get there, I try to make it as smooth as possible for them and try to just be there during that time of need. I was 20 when I came through the cadet program. I was a single mother raising a 2-year-old son. It was very challenging. However, my sergeant and my 2 lieutenants at the time, they were really pushing me, motivating me, to stick it out. My classmates did too because they understood, everything that was going on. We all stuck together as a family.
I think we've come an extremely long way. Today, our department is one of the top most diverse departments in the country. But we're talking about it to make sure that people understand all the struggles that people went through. We shouldn't forget about that. We shouldn't forget about the sacrifice they made. If you don't know where you've come from, there's no way to know where we're headed. The DC Fire Department is very history rich. The cadet program is absolutely a part of that rich history.